starting to record ANY right here, as it's looking like it's either going to break above this pattern or below this pattern, and how it plays after this pattern. If it breaks out of this pattern, I look for it to spike up and then pull back and test this old trend line resistance to hold as support and then rally up. If it breaks to the downside, break it, come back up to this resistance support right here, hold as resistance, and fall down. It could break either way right now. This had a good spike this morning from 430 to a high of 595. And this recently spiked 2 days ago from 250s, and then it closed at 682. Triple topped up here and then sold off all that day. Let's see what it does right now. We literally just seen this pattern 2 days ago on the 30-minute chart. The same exact pattern. And it broke out. Again, same exact pattern. It broke out. This is why you gotta know these patterns. Right there. A nice 30-cent pop right there. Testing highs, making new highs. $6. $6.10. $6.20. Now she's going to pull back. Back down to 6. She can't run forever. Just like that. Boom. From 560 to 620. Nice 60-cent pop right there. 1,000 shares, that's $600. Literally within 5 minutes. See, look what it did. It pulled right back to the $6 area. This is the area you'd be testing your last half. If I was in on this, I would have sold into this pop-up right here, my first half, and testing my second half to let it run and see how well it will do. If it was to break below 6 and come back down to the area of where I bought, I would have exited my position. Still up on this pop and selling out for a little profit right here. So it comes back down to $6 and now it's working its way back up to the 620 high. You can predict the stock market. You just have to know what to look for. Patience. I cannot say it enough. Having patience and waiting for setups. They're not going to always present themselves, and they're not always going to work. But majority of the time, they will work. When they don't work, you got to cut your losses fast. Now this is looking to break out to new highs. 620, 626, 630, 634. Where is this going to run into resistance? Right here. 650. I'm seeing resistance. And if you can get above that, $7. Literally called this out in chat before it broke out. At 11:06, I called it out. Right in here is when I called it out. In the 550 area. Would have been a nice 80-cent pop on this. And I'm not trading today. I don't like to trade on Fridays. And it's Friday when I'm making this and seeing this right now. I took one trade this week, made 550. I'm happy with that. Just an example, play this. Wash your hands. Be done with it. Move on. Move on to something else. You just do the process over and over and over again. 620 pops up to 635. Holding on to the last half of your shares. Again, this popped above an extra 15 cents. You could have sold out for another profit right there. Now everybody's going to dump it. There it goes. Why did everybody dump it? Because it broke below this low right here of where it closed at $6 or $6.03. What they wanted was this to close higher than this candle right here. If it would have closed higher, it would have started showing a squeeze, getting tighter and tighter. And that motivates buyers to buy, to make it go up. But this still could do anything. But that's why we've seen a big sell-off, or as they'd say, a flush from 620 down to 584. But what you want to be doing is watching this overall area of $6 hold from 590 to 610. If it breaks below 590, it's done. Now it's looking weak. This is on the 3-minute chart. I just prefer to look at 3-minute charts. But still, you could see the same pattern. Got tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter. And then boom. From 550s up to a high of 635. Now it's done for. 85-cent pop right there. 1,000 shares, that's 850 bucks. But to show you real quick, to go to the Discord chat room right here. If I go to the chart patterns chat, literally last Monday, this was setting up a pattern right here in this 250 area. And then Tuesday, it broke out. It broke out of the pattern, came back down, retested the support area, held, and from 250, this shot all the way up to 350, and it even made a new high. This thing ran all the way up to 675. And then you see the next day, it sold off, and then today we just got a great pop on it. Again, set up the same pattern. It broke out of the pattern, and there she went. That's the importance of knowing all these patterns. U-shapes, triangles, wedges, pennants, flags. You gotta know them all. And then today, at 11:06, same pattern. This set up before it exploded on the 30-minute. Could go either way. Watch for break of pattern. then retest of old trend line resistance to hold as support, then take off. If it breaks to the upside, reverse. If it breaks to the downside. And this was a screenshot I took and posted it before it broke out. And look what it did. Boom. Awesome capitalization. Awesome. This is patience paying off at its best right here. This stuff happens over and over and over again. It doesn't happen every day. And that's where the patience comes in, and waiting and looking and searching for these patterns. Just one of multiple ways to trade in the market. There's multiple strategies out there. This is one of the ones that I prefer. Our chart patterns. Could be on any time frame, could be on the daily, the weekly. The longer the time frame, the more powerful the move. This move was on the 30-minute, and look at how big of a move it was. From 250 to 425, pulls back to 350, shoots up to 687. And then the next day it opens up and it's touching 720s. What an awesome, awesome move. Now it's coming back down to the $6 area and it's consolidating. Market closes early today. It closes in 1 hour. So it's going to be interesting to see what this does to end the day on Black Friday, November 23rd, 2018. You see how the ask just got ate up real fast right there? And then she moves up. The bid's looking pretty thin though, but I would want this to hold above 615. Can it hold above 615? Look at how it just U-shapes right on up like that. From 580 up to 625. It's a 45-cent move right there. And then you get all the rookies that come in here, all the noobs that buy right at the top right here every single time. They compulsively buy right when it's about to break out to a new high, and then it falls right back down. Keep doing it over and over and over again. You'll learn from your mistakes. You'll get tired of losing all the time if you don't want to listen to others. And there she goes. She just dropped. And I'll post a video to show you guys what this did at the end of the day. And this is what any did the rest of the day after it broke out of this pattern from 540s. It spiked up to 634 and then just grinded all the way up to 657. A dollar move up after it broke out of this pattern from 1120, and it topped out here at 1220. 1 hour. It spiked up here. And he has a flow of 1.5 million, and then it dropped off from 640s down to 550s again. What you see right here, this closed on Black Friday, so the market was only open from 9:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern time. So it's going to be interesting to see what any does opening back up Monday after the weekend. This is the importance of pattern recognition. Like I said, you put a trend line on this, knowing these patterns. You got a triangle right here. If we go back to the 30-minute, the exact same pattern. This is on the 30-minute. This originally broke out from 260 and ran all the way up to 722. And then it recently did it again. Same thing right here. It's just recognizing these and attacking these when you see them. That's why I say it's important to know your chart patterns and study them and memorize them. But this is the stock technical analysis breakdown for ticker ANY. I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Join the Trading Learning 101 community, and let's all grow as traders in a community. Until next time, everyone, have that patience, have that discipline, and study, study, study. All right, later, everyone.